What's up, sports fans? What's up? What's going on? What is going on, guys? We are here. I am glad to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching. I want to remind you that we got one more ACC team after this team. Everybody know who's a Florida State fan know that that's the Florida State fight song. With that being said, today I'm going to break down Florida State schedule, preview, and predictions. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Last year, Florida State went 5-7. This year, well, we'll have to talk about that. But first of all, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, everybody. And make sure you hit likes. Make sure you share with everybody else. We have how many days left? We have 24 days left. We have 24 days left before the first game. Actually, Florida State plays in 24 days on August the 27th. Isn't that cool? Your team plays in 24 days left if you are a Florida State fan. How cool is that? Wow. So, let's start with the coaching. Coach Mike Norvell came during the COVID year in 2020. Everything is not his fault. He's trying. Florida State was a terrible program when he got there. Florida State has not done anything since Jimbo Fisher won the national championship with who's that quarterback for the Saints? Somebody help me out. Somebody put that in the comment section who's that quarterback is for the Saints, because I tell these Saints fans all the time that this guy hasn't proved anything. I don't care if he's been hurt. He still hasn't proved anything. Jameis Winston. Yeah, that's his name, Jameis Winston. He has not proved anything in the NFL. Has he made a deep playoff run? No. But with that being said, like I said, they haven't done anything since Jameis Winston and Jimbo Fisher was there. So let's talk about this. With the quarterback right now, their quarterback is Jordan Travis, all right? So Jordan Travis, he's 5-2 and 7 starts last year. He's a transfer from Louisville. So that means he couldn't take Malik Cunningham, the starting quarterback for Louisville's spot. That is the current quarterback for Louisville. He couldn't take his spot. So he's not that great if he can't take Malik Cunningham. And that was 3 years ago. All right, so at Florida State, he had 2,600 yards, 21 touchdowns, and he had 1,300 rushing yards and 17 touchdowns on the ground. So he's a pretty good dual threat quarterback. At running back, you would not see a Davin Cook, and you would not see a Cam Akers, guys. I'm sorry, Florida State fans. You would not see that. But you're probably going to have 4 running backs in the backfield, just exchange them out, just to see who works best for the offense. I mean, you got guys like Trey Beeson and Trayshawn Ward. I mean, you got guys like that. So hopefully they will be able to produce yards on the ground, get you guys some first downs, convert on third downs, maybe even fourth downs. But we'll see, guys. At receiver, we got a lot of guys. A lot of guys came from the transfer portal. You got a guy from Wisconsin. You got a guy from Notre Dame. You got quite a few guys that did pretty well in the spring game. So, I mean, you guys look pretty good at wide receiver. I'm not going to lie. Y'all look pretty good at wide receiver. But we'll have to see what they do in the actual game. With that being said, let's go to the offensive line. Offensive line, they have Robert Scott. Everybody know who Robert Scott is, who study and follow offensive linemen. He definitely will play on Sundays. He's an NFL prospect. He had 20 starts in 2 seasons. Robert Scott is one of the best offensive linemen in the country. And then you have other offensive linemen. You got Dylan Gibbons, and he transferred from Notre Dame. And usually, if you got an offensive lineman from Notre Dame, he's going to be pretty good. So let's talk about that. More other players. Tight end. At tight end, you got a pretty good tight end. I think they haven't proved anything. I think they can get a little better at tight end. But defense, let's go to defense. At defense, I think they will be pretty good at defense. You got a pretty good defense. Florida State usually have a decent defense. I mean, always, since I can remember. They never had a trash defense since I can remember. I mean, it's the question is offense. Usually when Florida State had a pretty good offense, a really good offense, like I said, they won a national championship when they had Jameis Winston and other guys. But, At defense, they got guys like Robert Cooper, defensive line, of course, Fabian Lovett, defensive line, and Jared Verse. I'm hearing that Florida State would change their defense from a 4-3 to a 3-4. That should be interesting. That is a pretty good. I like 3-4. I'm a 3-4 defense fan, actually. But you could, that means they should have better linebackers this year. They trust their linebackers a little more than their defensive linemen. All right, with that being said, they got other guys at linebacker like Tatum Bethune and Jared Verse and Kaylin DeLoach. So they have pretty good defensive players. Also at corner, they have Amarion Cooper and Ronaldo Green at corner. Now, what I really want to talk about the safety position. Florida State has a great safety. He's the top, one of the best safeties in the country, and you have Jamie Robinson. Jamie Robinson is a transfer for South Carolina, and he immediately made an impact for the Seminoles, and so he will be all ACC. And a lot of people have this guy as the best safety in college football. I don't know about that. That guy from Alabama, I forgot his name, but I'm going to do an Alabama video soon, and I'm going to, of course, I'm going to name some players, so I have his name by the time I do that Alabama video. But Jamie Robinson, a lot of people, if he's not one, he's probably the second best safety in all of college football. So watch out for that name. Look out for that name. Florida State fans, I know you're excited for that name. His name is Jamie Robinson. Y'all already know the guy's name. That's probably y'all best player. So on the other safety, you got Akeem Dent, and he was a superstar recruit, and he had 90 tackles, 1 interception, 2 tackles for loss in 3 seasons. So you pretty good at safety. Cornerbacks, and like I said, Florida State usually have a decent defense. The offense will have to produce for y'all. The offense. Now let's get into the schedule. Florida State is favored let's see. I'm thinking at the top of my head how many games they're favored. 2, 3, 4, 5 games. They're favored 5 games this year. Only 5 games. I would let you know that Florida State only won 5 games last year, and they actually beat Miami. I don't know how in the world that happened. They beat Miami later in the year. Like Miami went the last 6 games of Miami, Florida Hurricanes. They went 5-1. Tyler Van Dyke was lighting them boys up, man. I mean, he threw for 300 yards on a number of teams, but Florida State just so happened to beat them 31-28. I don't know how. I didn't even see the game. I should have seen the game, but they are only favored 5 games this year. They're favored against Duquesne. They're favored against Georgia Tech. They're favored against Syracuse, Louisiana, Raging Cajuns, and Florida Gators. So let's break it down this year. Okay, we got Duquesne. We had a Duquesne Dudes. I don't even know the location of this school. I didn't even know Duquesne had a football program. I thought that was maybe a basketball school or something. They're in the Duquesne Dudes. So coming off a year like going 5-7, I think that this would be like a good, maybe a jamboree game. Those who are familiar with high school football know about jamboree games or like a spring game. So it's a good warm-up game. This would not be a contest for Florida State. This would be an easy win for the Seminoles. I expect Florida State to tear these boys up. This game would not be a contest. Over with. Believe me. Now, the second game, and that game is also that Duquesne game is August 27th, and that is in 25 more days. 24 more days, actually. 4 more games, okay? 24 more days, okay? So, now let's get into September 4th. Every Florida State fan will be watching this game. Every LSU fan will be watching this game. This game will be in New Orleans. Basically a home game for LSU. I mean, anywhere in Louisiana you play, it's going to be a home game. It's supposed to be a so-called neutral site game. It's not a neutral site game at all. This is a LSU home game. So that means how many miles, how many hours did Florida State have to travel from Tallahassee to get to New Orleans? That's a lot. And you talking about LSU, this is going to be two teams that have a lot of talent, basically. A lot of talent. Both teams are good. I mean, LSU just in the worst, not the worst, but the hardest, division in college football, which is the SEC West division. And so, I mean, they are talented. I mean, just because they didn't win that many games last year doesn't mean they're trash. Florida State would definitely be up for a test. I expect this game to be a close game. I expect a lot of guys to show off their talent this game, but I expect LSU to come out with the win this game. Okay, I expect a close game though. So now we at 1-1. The next game, Florida State goes away, and this is off of bye week. They go down to Louisville. Now Louisville, I think they have it together more. Like I said, Florida State have all these transfer players, all these new guys coming in at wide receiver, linebacker, defensive line, running back. They got so many guys that they gotta put it together as a team. But Louisville has it together: offensive line, running back, quarterback, certain defensive players. I think they got it together more than Louisville. I mean, I think Louisville got it together more than Florida State. So I'm thinking that Florida State could win this game, but I'm going to go ahead and say Louisville will win this game. So that's another loss for Florida State. I'm sorry, Florida State fans. I mean, and it's going to get worse. Watch this. The next game, they play Boston College. This is not the worst part yet, but I expect you guys to beat Boston College. I think you guys will probably have more talent than Boston College if you guys can stay healthy. If you guys can play together, I expect you guys to, before this 3-week stretch, guys, you guys will play Wake Forest, North Carolina State, and Clemson. Those 3 teams are the 3 best teams in your division. So I expect you guys to be 2-2. I expect you to beat Duquesne and Boston College and lose to LSU and Louisville before you face these 3 teams: Wake Forest, North Carolina State, and Clemson. So this is tough. I have looked at every ACC schedule for this coming season, and nobody has a three-week stretch as hard as Florida State. October 1st, you will be facing Wake Forest. This is a home game. However, Wake Forest would definitely have the quarterback. They would have the running back. They would have the receivers, of course. A.J. Perry, who's about, 6'5", 210 maybe. I mean, he's probably maybe the second best wide receiver in the whole ACC. I mean, this is going to be a decent game. I mean, but Wake Forest is like number 4 in the whole nation in points per game. And I don't think Florida State defense will be able to stop that offense. And I know Florida State offense wouldn't be able to compete or compare with Wake Forest offense. I expect Wake Forest to win this game, so that's a loss right there. Now, October the 8th, you guys will go to North Carolina State. Guys, this game will be hard for you guys to win. North Carolina State, if you look at my last video, not last video, but the other last one was North Carolina State schedule, and I only have North Carolina State losing 1 game, and that was to Clemson. And so I'm not going to pick Florida State to beat North Carolina State this game. I expect North Carolina State to dominate this game. So I have Florida State losing this game. October 15th, here's another brutal game versus Clemson. Clemson will probably they definitely will have the best defense in the whole ACC. Top 5 defense in the whole college football for sure. Top 5 defense. And Florida State will have to play them. Even though it's at Florida, it's in Tallahassee. Clemson just has too much talent for Florida State. I mean, this I would be so surprised if this game is close. I would be surprised. I really would. I'm going to watch this game like a hawk. I would be shocked. Now, the good news is the schedule gets a little easier. Just a little easier, not much. October 29th, you guys will play Georgia Tech. I expect you guys to just run over Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech does have a decent running game, but that's one of the worst Power 5 teams in all of college football. Jeff Collins, he's in the hot seat. I'm not so sure he'll be the head coach for Georgia Tech next year. Also, Georgia, there are some Texas people out there that said that their high school stadiums look better than Georgia Tech Stadium. I'm serious. They're really saying that. So I mean, they have a lot of work to do with that university. To better that program, that football program. Now, next, you have on November the 5th, the first week of November, you have Miami. The U. Last year, you guys beat the U 31-28 when the U was they was killing it. The last 6 games, the U went 5-1, losing to you guys, Florida State. I expect the U to be a lot better this year. Those freshman players that was on defense will be sophomore. They got their year of experience. Tyler Van Dyke got another year of experience. They put in the tight ends, the running backs, the receivers got that experience. They're going to be better. Mario Cristobal will have that team prepared by November the 5th. So, I mean, this is going to be a good game. I mean, this is a rivalry game. Tallahassee, you guys leave Tallahassee and go to Miami and play Miami. I mean, this will be a great game. I expect Miami to win this game, though. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough game. Next, good news. Next, I expect you to win the next 2 games versus Syracuse and Louisiana Raging Cajuns. I mean, you guys should win, right? Come on. So you have Syracuse. Syracuse have a good running game, but their defense is trash. You guys should definitely win this game versus Syracuse. The next game, Louisiana Raging Cajuns. This is not even a Power 5 team. You guys lost to Jacksonville State last year. How did that happen? Could you lose to Jacksonville State last year? But you beat Miami. You see how wishy-washy that season was last year? You guys got to be more consistent, man. But anyway, like I said, I expect you guys to beat Louisiana Raging Cajuns. Now, your rivalry school, you guys travel like, what, 2 hours to go to go? No, actually, no. This is a home game for y'all. Gainesville. The Florida Gators would go to Tallahassee. They would travel about 2 hours. They would get on I-10 to face you guys in Tallahassee. And I might be at this game. You guys will play the Florida Gators at home, and Florida beat y'all last year. What you gonna do when they come for you this year? What you gonna do, guys? Y'all see that Florida Gators shirt. You see it. I like Florida, and I picked Florida to win this game. But this is going to be a good game. I know that Florida State is favored by 2 points. They're favored by 2 points. Like I said, they're favored against Duquesne. They're favored against Georgia Tech. They're favored against Syracuse, Louisiana Raging Cajuns, and Florida. As you can see, I don't have it posted up, but as you know, I went over the 12-game schedule. I think you guys will go 5-7 again, but I would not be surprised if y'all go 6-6 this year. I highly doubt that you guys go over 6 games, man. I would be shocked if Florida State wins more than 6 games this season. It's going to be hard, man. I mean, I don't... Could y'all beat LSU? Maybe. Could you beat Louisville? Maybe. Could you beat Wake Forest? No. Could you beat North Carolina State? No. Could you beat Clemson? No. Could you beat the U? And that's going to be a revenge. They're going to be coming for you. I'm telling you. Miami will be coming for y'all. And this is a away game. You guys come to Miami. Y'all come to the U. This is going to be a tough game, guys. I mean, I know y'all won last year, and I'm trying to figure out how in the world that happened. 31-28. How did y'all beat Miami? I mean, I don't see it. Now, I can see y'all beating Florida Gators, but, Florida, they got a lot to work, new head coach and everything. I mean, that's why I'm thinking that you guys could win 6 games by beating Florida. I don't think you'll beat LSU. I don't think you'll beat Louisville. I think you'll beat Boston College. You're not beating Wake Forest. You're not beating North Carolina State. You're not beating Clemson. You are beating Georgia Tech. You're not beating Miami. You are beating Syracuse. You are beating Louisiana, Raging Cajuns. You may beat Florida. So, I mean, I tried to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I mean, your schedule from September to from October the 1st to October the 15th, your schedule is going to be very brutal. All of those teams are going to be ranked in the top 25. Wake Forest will be ranked. North Carolina State will be ranked. And Clemson will be ranked. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Was I right about something? Was I wrong about something? I'm pretty sure you guys going to tell me I was wrong about anything. But the only way to find out is to wait for the season to start, right? Hey, we'll just have to find out. But you guys are not winning the ACC. I can tell you that right now. It's gonna be hard because in your division you have teams like Wake Forest, North Carolina State, and Clemson. And Clemson, I expect them. Well, next time you see me talk about a schedule, it will be the Clemson Tigers. So tune in on that, guys. It's gonna be a good one. Thank you.